Hello everybody, welcome back to Back Out of the Case. This is Skyflight44, aka Sect44, and today we're going to be playing Ratchet and Clank Size Matters. Now, I probably should say why Going Commando stopped and why I'm doing this game. Well, Going Commando stopped because, well, I had some audio issues that kind of forced me to have to redo the entire game. That kinda sucks, but I'll get to that later. I decided to do this one because it's not part of the canon, and if you try and put it in the canon, I'm going to hate you for the rest of my life, and, oh well. But, I decided to just do this game because I was planning on doing it, and it's much easier to edit. Let me just, throw that out there. So, yeah, this is Ratchet and Clank Size Matters. It's a pretty good game. But there are tons and tons of flaws with it, and some of it can bother me right to my very core. Oh well. First cutscene, everybody.
Ah, much better. The sun is murder today. I swear, Clank, I'm done with all that hero stuff. Now, let somebody else save the universe. I need a little me time.
If there is trouble, then it is our duty to ensure that...
Nah! What'd you do that for? Whoa, what are you doing?
I'm taking pictures for my school project. I'm doing a report on heroes, and I recognize you from the newspaper. You're Ratchet, right?
Well, I see you have a knack for recognizing greatness.
I was wondering if it would be possible to get some pictures of you doing some heroic action.
Well, I would, but there's really not much heroic work to do around here. Well, I can lift Clank over my head, though. How about that?
I was thinking maybe you could fight some robots or something. I know where you could find them.
I do have a massage scheduled in 15 minutes, but, oh, what the heck. I could use a bit of exercise. Come on, buddy. Let's put on a good show for our little reporter here.
I am going to regret this.
Yeah, this game was made by High Impact Games, which was made by that company comprised of former Insomniac employees, which I'm going to say is right out now. I like this game. This game's not my favorite Ratchet and Clank game. Not even close. There's way too many things wrong with it. Out of everything, the gameplay is good. Everything seems to be good, except the writing. Let me talk about the writing first off. I despise the story in this game. I absolutely despise the story in this game. I despise almost as much just the characters. They really failed to capture just the wonder that was some of the characters, just the great parts of some of the Ratchet and Clank characters. Ratchet's an asshole, and he's not justified in being an asshole. And by justify, I mean there's no reason he should be at this point. In the original Ratchet and Clank game, he was an asshole because, well, just because he hasn't gone through all the character development yet, and because wasn't all that, unsurprising, living a sheltered life all alone, most likely. And in Tools of Destruction, he's kind of an asshole, but some of the questions he's probably been asking himself throughout his entire life, he was so close to figuring out some of that shit. And I think it's justified that he was acting a little bit like an asshole in that game. But in this one, no reason. you seen that first cutscene. He stepped on Clank's little sand sculpture. And there's no way in hell he would have done that in any Ratchet and Clank game after the first game. Clank's his little buddy. Clank's like a little brother to him. You don't fuck with Clank. And in Ratchet, there's no way in hell Ratchet would ever fuck with Clank. There's just no way that would ever happen. Before I have this entire video of me talking about that, I'm going to talk about why I don't like Clank a little bit. One of the big things about Clank, from going from the first game to the second, his character development was mainly Clank kind of growing, for lack of a better word, human. He was more life-like. Instead of just being a robot, he was a person. He grew flexible. He grew a bit more, I really shouldn't say compassionate, but he just grew to be a better character. Instead of being stiff. Again, I really don't have a better word to describe him, but that entire, it's our duty to, you know, be a hero sort of deal. No, that's Ratchet and Clank 1. You know, Clank. Ratchet and Clank 2 and onwards, he probably wouldn't say that. But you know, he would want to be here whenever he could, but he wouldn't say it's his duty. Especially later on when he completely screws duty and a crack in time to, you know, be an adventurer with Ratchet. You know, go for friends, not for his own duty. But next cutscene.
Wow, that was super! I can't wait to show everyone the pictures.
Quark?
Clank! What a coincidence! What are you doing here?
I am trailing Ratchet and Clank to see what they are doing, so I can join in on their next adventure.
Hey, that's what I'm doing! No, wait,
Do you not have somewhere else to go? Home to your family, perhaps?
Hey, Cork. Nice hat. Sorry, Cork. What? Was that your mother's hat or something? Seriously, dude. It's just a hat.
It's not that. It's my mother and father. I never knew my family. I was given up for adoption as a baby and was raised by monkeys.
Okay. Thanks for sharing.
Perhaps you should attempt to find your real parents.
There she is. Get her.
Looks like I'm gonna be late for my massage. Let's go.
Right, there's another thing. Clank kind of felt a bit mean-spirited when he was talking to Pork there. Clank is not a mean person. Clank's a very good person at heart. I really no idea how I can say it a little bit better, considering he's a robot, but Clank's, you know, good-natured. No way in hell he would actually, you know, say something like that to Korg. It was kind of mean-spirited, and it kind of ruins the character for me. But Korg, on the other hand, is brain dead in this game. Yeah, he's stupid, he's sort of naive, but he's really, really stupid at some points. Not to mention, he can act. I will say that Korg isn't as stupid as, you know, how he's portrayed a lot of the time, just because, you know, it's like the guy does make a lot of good plans that end up working, mainly because you're the one, you know, making those plans come to fruition, but Korg is just brain. There's something to be said about whether Korg can read that newspaper or not. So yeah, you know, holding it upside down. Yeah, he's stupid, we get that sort of joke. But there are pictures there, and I don't think Quark is stupid enough to actually think that he's reading it, he has it the right way when the picture's upside down. I highly doubt he's that stupid. But just so you know, I did die a few times because, well, that time and another time because you can't grab those freaking ledges. But, oh well. That's not the only things I really have against the story. I've talked about it for the most part so far. The only thing I've talked about. But, I'm going to be talking about the story and not just the characters the next part. But holy shit, the story bothers the hell out of me. And I just don't think the writing was done so well in this game. Not at all. But as a gameplay, it's very, very much like all the other Ratchet and Clank games post Going Commando. Now, since I don't actually have, you know, full Going Commando playthrough up, and some of you might actually be getting into the series from me, hopefully that would be a yes, because holy shit, go play a series. I absolutely adore it. But, there were some mechanics that were introduced in Going Commando that, well, reappear in this game. And, you know, some of those, having all these RPG elements, like, you know, you get experience for your, you know, for health and all that shit. You actually go and get experience for your weapons and they upgrade, like right there, right on time. It's quite good. It's really, really interesting because it forces you to go and use, you know, new equipment, all that crap, but also making your earlier equipment still useful. Now, one thing that was actually put into this game, which I actually really do like, was the, just, you have armor like the other games, but you actually get it in pieces. You don't get armor, like a set of armor, like you would buy in the, you know, other games. You actually get it piece by piece. And there's a lot of different armor sets. Like half of which you're not actually going to be able to get until, you know, a challenge mode playthrough. You know, the second playthrough. But, they're really nice, because if you actually have an entire set on, like, I believe this might be like Hellfire, kind of, I forget what the actual, name of this armor set right now. It looks like Hellfire or something. If you actually have all of them on, Ratchet starts just, you know, kind of being on fire a little bit. Mostly the wrench, but generally the wrench always has something different about it. Like the crystal one. When you actually do the overhead smash attack, it'll actually have a bigger radius. It'll actually have crystals just pop out of the ground when you use the Hyper Strike, I believe it was called. Oh well. But the actual weapons in this game are really, really, I'm not going to say nice, but really interesting at some points. Mainly because some of the weapons introduced in this game have equivalents for the most part, and, well, tools of destruction. The big one I can think of off the top of my head is the Be Mine Glove that we're going to be seeing in this game, which is actually, you know, very, very similar to the Nano Swarmers and the, you know, Tools of Destruction game. And they were both being made at the same time, which is, you know, something that I probably should mention. I don't know which one was started first. Because Resistance Fall of Man was being created, you know, was being developed at the same time, or at least some of it had to have been, some of the development had to have been overlapping with Tools of Destruction. I don't really know exactly when Tools of Destruction was started development, but it could have been before this game, because this is just a PSP game. But, oh well. Now, I did say in my Ratchet and Clank, either my Ratchet and Clank playthrough or my Into the Nexus Blind playthrough, that this was on the bottom row of, you know, well, at least at the bottom of the list of my favorite Ratchet and Clank games. It's probably the worst Ratchet and Clank game that I would actually still call great. However, I only consider this game to be great when played on the PSP. And nowadays, it's a handheld Ratchet and Clank game, doesn't really hold up anymore, considering the PS Vita has the Ratchet and Clank collection. But, now, in this next actual cutscene, we're going to be getting story. And then I'm going to be complaining about that for the rest of the game. It's just stupid. Let me just put that out. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Target acquired. Proceeding to Galadog.
Help me!
I can't believe we lost her. Why would they want a little girl?
I do not believe they were after her. I believe they were after this.
Well, this is, what is this?
If my memory bank serves me correctly, I believe it is a technomite artifact.
Yeah, right. Seriously, what is it?
It is a technomite artifact.
Look, Clank, that girl is in trouble and we can help her. Technomites are just some fairy story that parents tell their kids to explain how technology works. They don't really exist.
I believe they do exist, and this could prove it. That is why those robots wanted that child to get this object.
Did we? Did you? Whoa, that was quite a jog. Is that what I think it is? Oh, gimme, gimme, gimme! I haven't seen one of these since... Well, I've never actually seen one, but I've heard stories about the Technomites and their mystical objects.
There are no Technomites!
But this is our only lead. If you want to help that girl, we should follow the coordinates etched on the side.
Fine. Let's get out of here. See ya, Quark. And please, stay out of our way this time.
One of the big things about this stupid-ass story is the fact that you can have fantasy in space, that's fine. But having a fairy tale story in space, especially one so stupid as this one, it's ridiculous. I cannot suspend my disbelief. How about that? It's stupid.
The Technomites appear to have abandoned this area.
Yeah, the Technomites are real tricky that way. All right, let's get this over with. Where are we going?
Well,
I'd go that way, but that's just me.
Oh, Quark. Why can't you just leave us alone?
Look, I can help you. I've been here before.
do you know where we should take this object?
Of course I do. But what's in it for me?
You want to find your family, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, if you tell us where to go, you can stay here and use our ship's computer to research your family history.
Ooh, great idea! I'll do it!
Quark, where do we take the artifact?
Try that big building. For some reason, the good stuff is always in the biggest buildings.
Thanks, Quark. You've been helpful.
Oh well. See you in the next part.